Today we're going to be building every wonder weapon, max upgrading it, max pack-a-punching it, testing how it performs on round 100, ranking how good, how enjoyable it is, and then showing off every secret and hidden ability it has in Cold War Zombies. All right, so starting off, step one, we've got to build the Die Shockwave. Then we have to build all four upgrade stations. Die Maschine has the most wonder weapons out of any map, so we're going to be spending a little bit of time here. Finally, there's a Megaton. This is step one of building the wonder weapon on this map. You've got to wait till a Megaton spawns in because we need his key card. All right, excuse me, pardon me, need you to go down. All right, one more half remains. Please drop, please drop, please drop. All right, I'll take that. Where's the key card? Thank you very much. Deliver the key card and get the special little whatever device from here. All right, so now we hoard up the zombies, we turn on the sucker, and we have all the zombies get sucked as they walk across. Yeah, that's right. There we go. That's what it's all about, baby. Now that the sucking is done, we let off the blast, and we can finally pick up our first wonder weapon of the video, the Die Shockwave. Please let me through. Please let me through. This is the base form, and you guys already know. Wait, there's no zombies. And you guys already know how the Die Shockwave works. You get a little bit of sucking action, and after you suck, you get ammo from it, and then you get a little bit of blasting action. So you get the suck, and then you get the blast. I'm so glad they updated this in Cold War. Originally, you actually were not able to pack-a-punch the Die Shockwave. This wasn't at... go ahead, use that. This wasn't added till one of the later Cold War updates. I think Season 6 is when they finally gave you the ability to pack-a-punch the Die Shockwave, but now you can, and this is the base version. Once again, it serves two basic functions. You got the blast, and you got the suck, and the suck allows you to get points to send off the blast. So this is what it looks like on max health cap. It's all right. It's pretty strong now. This is how long it takes to suck zombies. You know, kind of chilling, but yeah, let's not go down. Now for the ranking, I'm probably going to give this a 5 out of 10. It can get the job done. It can still kill hordes with the blast, but it wouldn't be my first choice. If I was going to round 100, this would not be my first pick. Now for enjoyability and uniqueness for the second ranking, I'm probably gonna give it a 2 out of 10. This is a very basic wonder weapon. I'm not really excited nor get enjoyment from using this. The only enjoyment I get from using this is making sucking jokes because you get to suck the zombies. But bro, we've been there, done that. This is like the jet gun from Transit, just a little bit cooler. And down goes the weasel. So yeah, power 5 out of 10. Enjoyability, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. Now let's try the poison die version of the Die Shockwave. So first we got to get this canister outside of the map. We got to pick it up. Now we place this empty canister down here by Deadshot. Come on. Now we wait for a dog. We got to fill it up with the poison of a dog. Oh, there's a dog. There's a dog. There's a dog. And we killed him way too far away. And there we go. Now we get the dog juices all inside of the canister. I'll take that. Oh, dog juices. Let's go. All right, place the canister here. Give me that sweet, sweet Nova 5 die. And with this, it's got like an area of effect. This one is kind of cool. It actually does like the most damage out of any of the Die Shockwave variants. However, it's not going to save you when you're cornered. Now when zombies... Well, there's no zombies. All right, there we go. Now when zombies walk through it, they're just going to take tons and tons of damage. And you can stack it. Dead Vulturance, max upgraded Nova die. And this one, in my opinion, is the most underrated Nova die. Like, a lot of people say this one's not very good. But if you use it correctly, this actually does the most damage per second out of any Nova die. You can stack it in one area, and the gas affects all the zombies around it. However, you kind of got to be in like a really good camping spot to get use of it where you're not taking damage. And ever since they nerfed the Iron Lung, like, it's powerful, but it's just really hard to use properly. And I think you're better off with a different option. So I'm going to rank this one probably a 6 out of 10. Like, I think it's better than the default one, and you can get a lot of damage done. It's just, it's very complicated to use correctly, and the payoff isn't amazing once you do master it. As for enjoyability, I'm probably gonna give it a 4 out of 10. I don't feel anything special while using this. It doesn't have, you know, I mean, it's just a bunch of Nova stuff on the ground. Maybe if you're a big fan of like Nova 5 dust on the ground, you'll be a huge fan of it, but just doesn't feel that cool to use. Now we got to build the ice one. So first we got to get a Megaton, and we got to get him to get real angry at this tree here. If you could just do the thing. There we go. And he missed. Dude, terrible aim. Bro, come on. Is that all you got? Is that, come on. Hit the, oh, no. Well, you hit me. I want you to hit the tree, bud. Ah, there we go. He finally lit up the fungus. Easy, boys. Easy. So now what we got to do is we got to come up here, and we got to blast the box. Boom. Always love giving a box a nice little blast. Now we're going to come down here with no ammo. Excuse me. All right, big guy. I don't got the bullets for you. We're going to pick up the flask, and we're going to place it down to collect the juices. It's done. Take the flask. Mom, pour the flask. Oh, and there we go. Ice, ice, baby. Yeah, this is one of the more weaker dies, but I ain't going to lie. It's probably one of the coolest ones, dude. You just got a blue stream of just pure ice, and you just freeze them. And look, and gone. Just gone. Dead Glacialator on health cap. This is the maxed out version of the Ice Die. And once again, just like all the other ones, you got the basic suck to refill ammo, and then you got the freezy, which is cool, but it's not very strong. I'm gonna honestly give this one a 1 out of 10. This might be the worst wonder weapon. Look at this. Look at how long it's taking to kill these zombies. Yeah, you can slow them down, which is cool, but if I was going to round 100, this would probably be my last pick for a wonder weapon in Cold War. So for power, she's gonna get a 1 out of 10. But for enjoyability, actually, I'm probably gonna give this like a 7 out of 10. Like, this weapon is just fun to use. Something about just spamming zombies with freeze power and just watching them freeze up and just this giant beam of ice is kind of fun. It's kind of enjoyable. It's one of the most enjoyable shocks to use. It just doesn't have anything in the power department. Now for the fire die. First, we shoot the box, pick up the fuse, head to the dark ether. Then we're gonna place the fuse, and it's gonna do a little bit of cutting. And then up here, we have the fire, or the I'm just gonna call it the fire one. I ain't gonna lie. Thermoplastic, a little bit extra. And this one has a big blast. You can hold it down. You know, only really effective if you actually hit the freaking zombie. Boom. 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 Immolator. This is the max version of the fire die shockwave. And yeah, it's kind of all right. Honestly, it does a decent amount of damage to bosses, but compared to the other shockwaves, it just doesn't kill zombies that fast. But this is not something I would use when high rounding at all. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 for power. Obviously, you can still suck zombies with it, and with how quickly this uses ammo, you're gonna find yourself doing that more than not. Here it is directly up against a boss, and just As for enjoyment, it's kind of basic. It just shoots a fireball. It's not something that I find that much enjoyment while using. I'd probably give it a 4 out of 10 in terms of enjoyment while using. All right, now it's time for the electric. Now it's time for the electric die, which is probably the funnest to use. All right, we're gonna come up here, and then outside of the map, there's gonna be this. We're gonna give it the good suck, and we're gonna head back down, and we're gonna blast it into the box. Oh, now we're gonna do it again, except this time it's right here, and now we head back down. Give it the blast. All right, get the third and final one right here. Cool, jump over this dude. No! Must give blast. You know, can we still give it to it after we go through it? Can we? Is it time lapse? Ah, there we go. Here is the electric bolt, which is most people's favorite one because it does big damage. But my favorite part, you can run faster with it. Look at that. Also, the big dudes, the megatons, are a leak to electric, so this one does way more damage to the megatons than any other blaster. Wait for it, and come on, gone, and gone. And this isn't even packed yet. Joltsurge, this is the max upgraded electric die, and as you can see, there's a reason this is the fan favorite. It has a ton of power to it, even on health cap. This thing still fries zombies. It takes down Megaton like it's nothing, and it's got the extra speed, bro. If you're trying to... Oh, we're out of ammo. You know what? We're just gonna buy ammo to save time. Excuse me, zombies. Once again, you could suck zombies, but not really wanting to do that. But yeah, if you want to get across the map, even just as a backup weapon, this thing's fire to use, and it's crazy fun. So for power, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's the most powerful wonder weapon in the entire game. The higher 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, and 10 out of 10 are kind of reserved for like the top dogs. But this thing will easily get you to round 100 if you want to use it. Very, very strong. And as for enjoyability, bro, this one's gonna get probably a 10 out of 10. I love using this thing. Just a giant golden shower beam in the zombie's face is so fun to use. And the zooming, bro, what other weapon lets you do this? None. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for enjoyability. This thing's so fun to use, especially on Outbreak when you want to get across the map. Yeah, you waste ammo, but who cares? Another important thing to note about the Joltsurge is you actually do more damage the longer you're using the blast. So if you just sit here and hold it down, you can see we're doing more damage per second than what we were doing prior. So the longer you keep the stream alive, the more damage it's gonna do. Ah, there we go. Raygun from the box. Oh, round 29 too, pretty lucky. And with the Raygun in this game, you get exactly what you expect. It is very powerful. Unlike the last few games, I felt like the Raygun kind of was on a downward spiral. Black Ops 3 made the Raygun kind of weak. Black Ops 4 made it even weaker, but this is probably the strongest Raygun we've seen since Black Ops 1. This is unpacked at round 30, and it's putting in some work. All right, now let's do the thing and max pack-a-punch the Raygun. Level 1. Level 2, level 3, maxed out Porter's X2 Raygun. Here's the Raygun on health cap, and yeah, I think you guys already know this is getting a 10 out of 10 in terms of power. This is one of the best wonder weapons to high round in Cold War. And if you use it with Ring of Fire, like all the other weapons, it is absolutely a force to be reckoned with. When it comes to style, though, I don't think I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's the ray gun. It's awesome, but we've seen it. We've done there before. When it comes to style, I'm looking for something a little bit better. So when it comes to enjoyability, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It gives you that old nostalgic feel, but I'm kind of looking for something a little bit new, a little bit updated. But overall, definitely one of the top wonder weapons to be using here in Cold War. Firebase Z. Firebase Z. I am not looking forward to building the wonder weapon. This is the most annoying build wonder weapon quest out of all the maps in Cold War. All right, step 1, acquire the blueprint. No big deal. Just need to take the eye off of this dead dude. Honestly, probably gonna blur this out because YouTube might demonetize it because this scene's really freaking gross. So just understand there's an eye being removed, and this eye gives me a key. Now we take the eyeball, we open up the thing. All right, scan it, bro. It's the right eye. Trust me, I went and got the good stuff. There we go. There's the keys. Now we gotta open these dumb lockers, looking for mimics. Come on, bada bing, bada boom. Come on. Yeah, we'll just open them all rapidly. What's the worst that could happen? All right, there's a couple of mimics. Take them down. Ah, that's what we came here for. There's the barrel, bro. Please, please, please. Let me barrel for me. There we go. Okay, okay. Noted. Noted. All right, all right. I think we got it. Magic time, baby. 7, 13, 15. Bullseye. Yeah, look at that. Easy, easy. Dude, first try. First, you know, no issues here. That's the easiest step in the world. You've got to be kidding me. Every mangler is spawning outside of the map. I need the piece. There we go. Please come inside the map, dude. Please, yes. Please walk. Please walk. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I need the part from you. There we go. Come on. All right, come on. Blast me, bro. Blast me, bro. Hit me with it. You won't. There we go. There, give me that stupid magazine. All right, place it in there, and now we wait. There we go. The magazine's finally ready. We can go ahead, build the RAI K at the weird random build station here, and there she is, the prototype. Got 2 different fire modes. We got the laser beam AR style mode, and then we got the flip it around. We got the, oh, wait, gotta reload. Boom, hit it on the ground, swap, and then definitely unique. Pack-a-punch time. Tier 1. Come on, hurry up. Tier 2, tier 3. Pew, 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 pew. Here we go. RAI K maxed out on the health cap called the Distortion Disputer. I'm going to pretend like I pronounced that correctly. So here is the normal file mode of it. And yeah, I mean, it's taking down zombies on round 56 pretty well. But it's also got the big boy blast. So we hit him with the big boy blast. We switch it over and then boom, look at that. Zombie elimination. This is, in terms of power, this is one of the better wonder weapons, especially if you're playing Outbreak. The fact that it slows zombies down, pretty good utility if you need to get away or buy something real quick. Look at how much it slows the zombies down. Then you also have the option, if we can get it, if we can thread the needle, of shooting it, getting the blast off. For that, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for power. I don't think it's the best. I think the ray gun does kill zombies quicker, and a few other ones on the list are better than it, but an 8 out of 10 for power because on health cap, it holds up. However, for enjoyability, I'm not gonna lie, I don't find the RAI K that fun to use. Like, it's kind of boring. We've seen it before with the Raygun Mark II in the past, or the Raygun Mark III. It feels like just a worse version of that, and it looks like an AK. This is just a modified version of an AK. All they did was slap on some wonder weapon parts, put a barrel on it, and because of that, it just feels kind of basic, and I really don't like when I'm high rounding, swapping back and forth between both modes. It does kind of get annoying, and a lot of times I'll just find myself using one mode because I don't want to take the time to swap it back and forth. So I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10 for enjoyability. It just, to me, it's just not that fun to use compared to some of the other wonder weapons in this game. On, off, on, off. On, off. All right, let's go ahead and get to Cerberus. Step 1, acquire brain rot. All right, now turn. Oh, first try. Let's go. Easy peasy. All right, now acquire the kinky hands. All right, come on. Move out the way. Got to play the animation. Give me the hands. And we forgot to pick up the battery. That's also needed for Klaus. Come on. Klaus, we meet again. It's alive. All right, you don't got to be dramatic about it. Let's go. We got things we got to do, bro. I understand. First time being on in a while. Break out of the chains. Let's go. All right, follow me. I need you to open this. All right, open the door, Klaus. Open it. I can't believe we... Oh, rip. I can't believe we have to have Klaus smash open the door. Bro, we got guns. Couldn't we just shoot the lock a couple times and be good? 27. Also known as 27. 19. Also known as 19. 21. Also known as 21. 27. 19. 21. What the... Ah, there we go. Easy, boys. Now, the Cerberus itself is definitely a unique specimen because not only does it talk to you, it has a spear that goes around with it that also shoots when you shoot. And it has different upgrades, but it's not like parts that you have to grab. The upgrades spawn on the ground. So we got this one with the heat tracers, this one, which is the shotgun one, and then we've got the laser version, which is just a giant beam. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different when it comes to ranking because these aren't really different upgrade versions. You can swap between these versions back and forth like we just did here, so you're not really locked into any one. Pack 1, come on, hurry up. Pack 2, pack 3, let's go. Give it a little inspect with that nice camo on this bad boy. Cerbatron Duelist, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, I can't pronounce half these Pack-a-Punch names. This is the maxed out Cerberus here, dude. Look at this thing just fry. Look at this thing just fry. The Cerberus is definitely one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful wonder weapon in the entirety of Cold War. This is definitely going to be getting a 10 out of 10 for power. This is health cap without Ring of Fire. Absolutely annihilating zombies. But on top of that, in terms of like how fun it is to use and enjoyability, I'm probably going to give it an 8 out of 10. I really like the way it looks, the way it plays. But on top of that, you have these alternative modes you're able to swap to. And I'm about to go down. There we go. We got the laser version, the Cerberus Entanglement. Dude, look at the camo coverage on this. In terms of power, I'm going to rank this variant probably a 2 out of 10. It's just not very good. Unfortunately, some of the variants that you can pick up off the ground, yeah, you might be able to notice quite a big difference in terms of power. And the most unfortunate part is the only way to get rid of these variants when you pick them up is to use all the ammo. Once all the ammo goes away, there we go. It's going to take us back to the normal version, which allows you to get a bunch of free ammo. These different drops are essentially free ammo. Then we've got the rocket version, which is really cool looking. It actually heat seeks towards the heads of the zombies. This is the most usable variant. Once again, it's not as good as the other version, but I'd give this version probably a 7 out of 10. It's actually not that bad, but there's not much reason to use it because the default version kind of a tad bit better. But it is kind of nice just spamming in a direction and getting kills. Oh, there we go. It's right in front of me. Da, 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 da. Let's go. Zipline. Yep. Oh, yeah. Saved by the bell. This is the final version of the Cerberus. It is the Quintessence. Bro, like I said, I can't pronounce these words, bro. I didn't pass English. This, in my opinion, is the coolest looking version of the Cerberus, and the shooting effect looks amazing. Look at this. It's like a shotgun. It shoots in 4 different directions. But it's also garbage. This one I'd probably give a 3 out of 10 in terms of usability. This compared to the other version, you probably notice quite a big difference in the amount that we're killing, bro. How many zombies do we even kill with that? I'm not giving out individual ranks for all the different Cerberus versions in terms of like how cool they look, because I mean, it's all really the same weapon. You can swap at any point. It's not like a normal weapon where you have to like build different upgrades for it. They just kind of drop on the ground and you go back and forth constantly with it. Forsaken, this map contains the final wonder weapon of this video, and I am slowly going mad. Must press button. Oh wait, we gotta press this button first. Boom. Must press button. Meteor, meteor, meteor. Let's go. All right, defend round, baby. Wait, don't I just defend it? Yeah, thumper time. I'll take that. Thank you. All right, come here, Abomination. I need you. All right, come on, Abomination. Spray me. Spray me. Get that goo all over me. Come on. Hit me with it. Hit me with it. No, not like... Oh, well, that works. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Easy claps, boys. Easy claps. Flamethrower. Come on, give me that last piece. Give me the last piece. Did we get it? No, we didn't. All right, please drop me the crystal I need, buddy. Please. There we go. All right, put it in the crock pot. Now we got to stir the crock pot by meleeing zombies in front of it. That's a big dude. Oh, there we go. It has risen. The Chrysalax, bro. I love this wonder weapon. This is definitely one of the most unique looking. We got this, which is, you know, the knifey version. And the coolest part about this is this gives you armor back when you knife zombies. So you can repair your armor just by slicing and dicing some zombies. But then we've got the needler lookalike. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, Mule Kick doesn't work with this, but you can actually get these shards. And the way this works is very unique. So getting ammo while shooting in this version will give you ammo for this one. And this has like an on the ground effect. So now we can pick this up. But this ammo here won't actually affect the needler version of it. All right, here we go. Pack 1, pack 2. Look at that beautiful, beautiful camo coverage on this. Mwah. And now finally, here we are. After hours and hours of grinding, this is the final Cold War wonder weapon on the final map, testing it out, max pack-a-punch on round 55. And before we actually get into ranking this, if you're new here, want to sub, I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to leave a like and a comment, I'd appreciate it so much. We spent like 9 hours grinding all the clips for this because we did crash a few times. So if you leave a like and a comment, I appreciate it a ton. But this is the Chrysalax, which also is the final wonder weapon added. So obviously you get the armor back when you knife zombies. That's a really cool special effect you get with it. With this version, you've got this additional blast, and this thing actually still shreds zombies on high rounds. Like, this is just another additional thing. Then you've got the alternative fire mode, which, I mean, well, it's a one-shot kill because it's insta-kill, but it does a decent amount of damage on high rounds. And then we've also got these cool looking ammo crystal types. Like, it's the only weapon that's got this unique ammo drops. Unfortunately, because it does have these unique shards that give you ammo, you don't get ammo with Mule Kick, which is kind of annoying. The only other wonder weapon in this game that you don't get ammo with Mule Kick for would be the Die Shockwave. But I do like how unique this system is. The fact that when you're using the needler version, you're going to be getting ammo for the sword version, and when you're using the sword version, you're going to be getting ammo for the needler version. Another amazing small detail about the Chrysalax, look at the little floating crystals around the axe itself. As you start using ammo, you're going to see it getting depleted. That shows you the amount of ammo you have, since there's not an actual ammo count for it. So look, the more and more we use it, those crystals on the outside edge are going to go away until we don't have any ammo left. And I don't know, small features like that really make this wonder weapon just stand out so much more. The amount of detail and thought put into this is kind of insane. This really isn't a feature, but one of my personal favorite things to do with the Cerberus is make disciples go flying. Look at that, man just got yeeted out of here. Sorry, bud, you gotta go too. Yeet. Not really useful, but extremely enjoyable. And then there's actually a really cool feature about the Chrysalax that most people don't know about. If you pull out the needler version and you find a Tormentor, you're actually able to shoot it a few times and you're able to freeze it in a purple cocoon. Once the Tormentor turns into a purple cocoon, it's gonna have an even larger explosion, killing even more zombies than normal. This, in my opinion, is one of the most overrated and underrated wonder weapons. It is just so unique in so many ways, and one of the reasons I think it's overrated is because on early rounds, this thing is absolutely insane. It lets you get past the early rounds so quickly because it's a one-hit knife and you get armor back, so you can just kind of camp in a corner up until round like 41, just constantly getting kills. However, it does become a two-hit, and once it becomes a two-hit, like, it's still a good weapon. As you can see on health cap, we're killing zombies. It's just not that fast, but it is faster than a lot of the other wonder weapons still, so the power drops off pretty quickly. But until round 41, no joke, you can just kind of camp in a corner and get, I mean, you can camp in the corner until like round 41 with this wonder weapon. So it is powerful, just it falls off a lot heavier than some of the other wonder weapons do. But on top of having, you know, the slice and dice effect, you also got the shooting effect, which does do decently, but you can see it's not as good as other wonder weapons would be. So with that, I'm gonna give the power ranking of this wonder weapon probably a 7, kind of in between a 6 to a 7, because it's strong, especially on early rounds, but on health cap, it's just not that great. But when it comes to style, the style of this weapon gets a 10 out of 10. There's so many unique things you can do with this wonder weapon. There just feels like there's so many parts. One, you got the inspect for both sides. Look at that. So the inspect for this one is kind of cool. You touch it and it shocks it. But there's also another unique inspect for this one as well. Look at that. Go ahead, get the inspect. You switch it around. The amount of detail and just how sick this wonder weapon looks, 10 out of 10 for style, and I just feel like there's so many different use cases for it. But yeah, all those reasons we just talked about right there, dude, that looks so sick when you get the purple explosion. All those reasons are why I'm gonna give this hands down a 10 out of 10 for enjoyability to use. This is easily the most enjoyable wonder weapon in the entirety of Cold War. All the little side features it has, all the little extra additions, just the, like, dude, look at it, the little counter on the side for the ammo. I don't know, the quality on this is insane, and this is just my favorite wonder weapon to use. It is definitely a wonder weapon that I think is gonna go down as one of the cooler wonder weapons to use of all time. Not the strongest ever, like I said, a 7 out of 10 for usability, because it does fall off as you get to higher and higher rounds. But with that, boys, we're gonna wrap up this video here. If you guys want to see a part 2 where we don't go through and rank every Cold War wonder weapon, we do every zombies wonder weapon of all time, make sure to leave a like. If we get like 5,000 likes, we'll do a part 2 and we'll legitimately max pack a punch every wonder weapon in COD Zombies history and use it for a single video, which yeah, this one alone took 10 hours to make. I don't even want to know, you know, I don't even want to imagine how long that will take, but we'll do it. So if you like our comment, I'd appreciate it. If you guys want to see that extra video, make sure you sub, because we'll probably end up doing it at some point. And with that, let me know your personal opinions on every single wonder weapon here in Cold War Zombies. What's your favorite? What do you think's the most powerful? Do you agree with my rankings? Yes or no? Let me know why, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.